It's the Louisiana Rural Water Association. We're a nonprofit association under the National Rural Water umbrella, and we provide training and technical assistance to all water and wastewater operators throughout the state of Louisiana. Today is our 35th conference anniversary. We've been in business for 43 years, and today we're here to train and help certify water and wastewater operators so they maintain their certifications within their utilities on water and wastewater. Well, one of the biggest issues right now is infrastructure. There's so many water systems in the state of Louisiana here, actually almost 1,300 of them, and some of them have a pipe in the ground that is as old as 50 and 60 years old. So you can imagine with it being that old and pipes breaking, you're going to have water loss, and with water loss you're going to have pumps and motors that's going to wear out, and then you have a problem that continues. So with this training sessions that we're doing here, we're teaching them how to take care of their utilities, have change-out programs for water meters and things of that sort. As you know, President Biden has put some money into infrastructure. The state of Louisiana is getting its fair share of that, and from what I understand, the state legislators are going to start dividing some of that monies to utilities to improve their infrastructure. We had Shreveport that was shut down big time. Hospitals were shut down because they had no water. Lake Charles got hit again after Hurricane Laura and Delta, and communities throughout Louisiana. I mean, from the south all the way to Shreveport and Monroe, they had systems out. So it's critical that people know how to operate their systems, how to prepare for a storm or an ice storm. There's a lot of things that you have to do to prepare yourself before that monster gets in the state of Louisiana. And Louisiana Rural Water provides emergency response to communities. We're first responders.
My message here to the folks in Louisiana, first and foremost, is to say thank you to them for all of the work they're doing on behalf of the small rural water and wastewater systems around the state. A lot of these systems, as everybody knows, are small towns, small communities that often have a hard time making a go of it themselves just due to limited resources. And Louisiana Rural Water comes in and provides that additional assistance that's needed in the form of technical assistance to their operators, financial and managerial assistance to the managers and board members of the system, and really a soup to nuts support network for rural water and wastewater utilities.
What are some of the biggest issues in Congress that affect rural water throughout the country?
Sure. First and foremost is just supporting the sustainability of these systems. Many small rural water and wastewater utilities around the country and even in Louisiana were built using federal funds through the USDA rural development programs. Part of what rural water does is work with USDA to make sure that those systems remain operable, and we're almost in so many ways protecting the federal government's investment in these communities, while at the same time supporting the communities so that they can effectively and efficiently run their systems.
How critical is improved infrastructure to the water delivery system?
Actually, it's the lifeline for rural communities, and there's a statement that I make in a lot of my visits that folks who are running and managing and operating small community systems like the ones you see around Louisiana, they're critical for the public health in that community by providing clean, safe, and affordable drinking water. Those folks are also the environmental stewards in their communities by treating the wastewater, treating the drinking water, returning it back to the environment, and many times that is often cleaner going back in than what they removed in the first place. And then finally, they're the economic development leaders in their community as well, because without viable water and wastewater systems, business can't survive, people can't survive. So it's critical not only for the business community, but to provide a strong and healthy labor force and workforce for those businesses as well.
We have approximately 1,200 people here today, and we have 153 exhibitors that's going to show their wares off, and we're going to get these operators to visit these exhibitors to learn about their products, which will help them out in the field. So great conference, great facility in Lafayette, Louisiana at the Cajun Dome. and we're looking for a good event.
What would you like to see happen in Congress that would benefit rural water throughout the country?
Sure. Just continued support and investments in infrastructure in rural communities, specifically water and wastewater utilities, increased funding for technical assistance that come to organizations like National Rural Water Association and Louisiana Rural Water Association, so that they have staff that can go out, work side by side, face to face with many of the systems throughout the state.
How can people get more information?
You can go on our website at lrwa.org, and they'll give you everything about the conference, everything that we do throughout the state, all the training sessions that we put on, and so on and so forth. You can find it all on there.